After one particular couple of months, I was doing an awful lot of yoga. And I remember going into the pool and being faster than I'd ever been in swimming. I hadn't swam for 6 months. So I was like, okay, this is epic. I always felt kind of stiff and tight. Growing up, I played a lot of sports. Like I played rugby, and I played GAA, hurling and football, and flexibility was never something we ever did, you know? It was like, oh yeah, we stretch. To me, yoga made sense. It was like, okay, this is where you're gonna actually give your body a chance, give your body a break, and like really work on your body rather than just being like gung-ho and just throwing yourself into things. You could actually be like, okay, you know, I'm gonna focus on this movement, I'm gonna focus on my breath. It was actually when I met this guy, Donald Quirk. When I started going to his classes, every time I went to Donald's classes, he'd say something and it would just totally make sense. In my head, you know, I was like, oh, that's what that is. Oh, oh yeah, lift my tailbone. Oh, now my back doesn't hurt. Now I can really find my balance. So that's what really kind of got me hooked. And also looking at Donald was like, I don't know, 20 years older than me, and he looked younger and he was more flexible and more mobile and more agile than I was. So I was like, yeah, this is this is what I have to do. Yeah, I just wanted to keep as flexible and as mobile and as injury-free as possible so that I can surf for the rest of my life. Every time I go surfing, it's like the most fun thing I've ever done in my life. And then I have little weird thrills. I like the cold sometimes. I like the feeling of the cold in Ireland, you know, being outside and just sitting and being in the moment. Both in surfing and yoga, it's more about just not thinking about what's going on in the world. You're there, you're doing your practice, whether it's in the sea, surfing, or whether it's on the mat. I had been training with Donald, and Donald said, you know, Mike, you said you should do your yoga teacher training. And I said, oh, I don't know. I don't know if I should, you know, I'm doing so many things already. But then I looked at a couple of YOGABODY videos, and I watched what Lucas and stuff was doing, and I was like, wow, this is kind of cool, you know. It's not your kind of traditional yoga. Because the thing that kind of put me off doing yoga was I wasn't fully sure I was ready to commit to chanting, and I was ready to commit to going to India and being super strict in my diet. But what I found really great was when I got there, the structure was fantastic. It was right, we're here, we're doing this, we're training, and then it was just bish, bash, bosh, and we practiced the sequence to death. We practiced the sequence until we knew it completely inside out. And I really like that. Without ever naming a pose, YOGABODY taught you how to take them step by step by step by step right up to the full pose. When I teach people swimming, I feel like I'm teaching them a life skill. I feel like I'm teaching them something that they can use and they'll have for the rest of their lives. Swimming is amazing as well because it helps people to calm their mind, focus on their body. Yoga does the same. They're life skills that people need. They need to learn how to breathe. I think a lot of people kind of forget to breathe nowadays. They get anxious, they don't know what to do. So I think it's taking that time to focus on breathing, focus on simple movements in the body. I think everybody should be able to do this. I think it's the way forward for the future. I think for so many people, the work-life balance is going to become more and more important. And especially as people spend more times at desks and more times on their computers, they need time to move. They need time to focus on themselves. They need time to move their bodies, focus on their breath, and just get into the moment.